stock market. Oh, man. Woo!
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. We're starting early. You don't like that? Call a lawyer. All right, so we're doing another Grift live stream where you either super chat me $10 or you Venmo me $9. See the pinned comment. And I cover whatever topic you want as long as it's YouTube appropriate. I'll talk about your stupid stunk. I'll talk about your crapto. I'll talk about your ETF. I'll talk about anything as long as it's YouTube appropriate. You want my dong size? You want to see how big my dong is? Well, I'm not going to show you, but I'll give you the size. But it's going to cost you $10 super chat or $9 Venmo. So let's get right into it. Oh, crazy day in the market, man. Man, I heard about the FOMC and Jerome Powell, and I knew they were going to cut rates because I can predict the future. And when they did, when it was confirmed, I got a 1% gain in VT my ET. Yeah, you know where it's trading at now? Like 142.30 something. Am I going to sell some of it? Yes. Is it going to be this year? No. Is it going to be very early next year? Yes. Where's it going? Short-term treasuries. Why? Because I'm going to be self-employed. This bull market needs to keep going, baby. Come on. Can I get VT 150? 150, please. I need a vertical line. I need a vertical line clown market by January 2nd, 2025. And then I will be a very happy man. Then the market can collapse and I don't care. All right. While we're hanging out, waiting for the precious GDP to flow in. This is GDP, by the way. I'm generating GDP. I'm sitting here rambling like a clown. And you super chat me $10. C. Grilly, what's up, dog? These thumbnails are next level hilarious. Oh, I have some banger thumbnails. I mean, basically, like, I didn't know how to thumbnail these videos, so I just pull like the most clownish one I can possibly imagine, to just entice people to click, basically. So I'll go through like my old videos and I'll find old thumbnails and I'll put them up there. But, I don't want to waste a lot of time on thumbnails. I don't want to waste a lot of time. I know they're important. Okay. But thumbnails, they're just a waste of time. And I'm not outsourcing it. Okay. I can make my own. They're okay. They're not the best, but they're funny. Or I can just use Grok. I can say, Grok, make me a thumbnail in YouTube portions covering this topic and put these words across the top. And it generally comes in good. I mean, sometimes you got to tell it to do it twice or 3 times, but it works out. It's been 2 weeks since you attacked a YouTube grifter. I've been busy, dude. Dude, all last weekend, I was sending out freaking emails, getting ready for tax season. Oh my God. I went through my inbox. I found like 350 email addresses and I sent out a shotgun blast of emails to 350 people, blank carbon copied, of course. BCC. I think it means carbon copy. And I said, buy my taxes, bro. And you too should pay me to be your CPA. That's right. I am the coolest, smartest CPA you will ever meet in your entire life. Why would you use any other CPA besides me? I do it for any state, and I give you upfront fixed quotes. Okay? You can't beat me. And you can talk to me for free, 30-minute free consultation. See the pinned comment below. Oh, we're already getting gifts from my favorite fan. By the way, if you didn't hear me last time, you want a free sponsor video? It's yours. You've been very generous to the channel. Ryu, member for 9 months. Welcome back to the Grift. Hold on a minute. So I'm supposed to have this tax consultation with this guy. No, sorry, bro. I thought he said his plane crashed. So I was supposed to meet this dude with a tax consultation. And I saw his message come in because I have a Strongman CPA Facebook account. And I thought he said his plane crashed. I was like, what? He said, no, his phone crashed. I was like, the plane crash? That's pretty serious, dude. All right, let me send this man a link, and I will have him book a free consultation. Yes, I had a meeting earlier today, about 30 minutes ago, for some referrals. And now, because my free consultation didn't show up, I'm now trying to grift you for money because that's what I do. Okay. All right, let me share this to him real quick. Here you go, bucko. Tomorrow is best. Or next week. Okay. All right. Back to business. Ryu. Why do we have a question mark next to Ryu? It should be an exclamation point, not a question mark. Oh, we got a gifted membership. Thank you, Major General Tao. Email me for your free sponsored video should you so desire. Thank you, good sir. Who's the lucky man? Who got the new membership? Let's see. Who got the new membership? Come on. God, it's so slow. I pay $70 a month for this freaking crap. Hello? YouTube.com. Jesus. All right, we're going to see who the new member is. I don't care if it takes an hour to freaking load. I feel like it's 1998. You know, when you used to go on the internet back in the day, when you had dial-up, it would literally load screens from top to bottom. Like, if you looked up a picture on the internet with dial-up, it would just slowly load a picture. And to connect to the internet, you had to click a button, and then you would see the actual thing. It would go, and then it would connect you to the internet. Yes, I'm an old man. God, do I have to use my cell phone for this? Okay, it's coming up. Okay, let's see. Who's the new lucky member? Come on. Everybody's leaving now. They lost patience because they're a bunch of TikTok-brained maniacs. Oh my God, you entertain me every second. I need to be entertained constantly. Oh, it's fake alias. Lucky you. You are a free member. You got a free membership. Welcome, fake alias. And then we got another member. I grifted another man. Look at this man. He just got grifted. Look at that sucker. Yeah, he gave me $4.99, baby. Saksham Meta 77 became a YouTube member. Welcome, good sir. When it comes to business, I only see green. And then Gil with a positive comment here. You suck marketing. How about advertise a convenience and edge to go with you? No one cares that you are a veteran or a CPA. I would market speed. What? Okay, my competitive edge is I do any state in the United States. I give you upfront free tax consultations, and I give you an upfront quote. I've actually paid a CPA before, back in the day before I was an accountant. You know what the quote was? Oh, I think it's going to roughly cost this much. I don't know. I'm like, you don't know how much it's going to cost? So this dude did my taxes, and I'm sitting there sweating. Like, oh my God, how much is this going to be? How much is this going to be? It was like $500, which, was reasonable for my tax situation back then. But I didn't even know. For me, it's like, okay, you get an upfront fixed quote for your tax preparation. And yeah, I get it done pretty fast. I get it done. It's fully digital. Every state in the United States, I get it done pretty fast. As long as you give me all your freaking information. And it's first come, first serve. First come, first serve. If you take your sweet freaking time, guess what? You're going to have to wait. Well, hold on. My potential client is texting me. He's also, he's actually in the Army with me. Or he asked me did I get the free consultation booking? I don't see it. Hold on a minute. Okay, there it is. See ya then, big dog. Okay, we're back in business. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for the comment. Thank you. But no, speed. Do you really want speed from your CPA? Honestly, because sometimes being fast is actually not good. I'm pretty fast, but I'm going to make sure that I do it right. Okay. Oh, I'm so fast, bro. You give me your stuff, I'll get it done in 30 minutes. Not a good idea. Another super chat from Major General Tao. Gil uses words he doesn't understand marketing. I'm literally marketing right now. Every time I go on YouTube, I'm marketing my CPA services. And yes, I will be generating ads on Meta. I'm going to probably get it done either this weekend or next weekend. I got my kids this weekend, so it's kind of freaking hard to, get stuff done when you have two toddlers running around. They're always climbing over you. They're always climbing over you. All right. Stepsis, my epsis, strong man, the man of the common man. And people, I am very common, okay? Besides my VT, my love of VT, that's very uncommon. All right. There's no way you'll do 4 live streams a day starting next year. I'll give it 2 weeks tops. Okay, well, think about this, Alan. Right? Once tax season is over, where's my income coming from? What am I going to do all day? I mean, I could like go contract and do accounting, but I'd rather focus on building up my YouTube, because you know what happens when I build up my YouTube? I get paid more, number one, and number two, I get to shill my taxes, my sponsored videos, $45 for members, $50 for non-members. I get to shill my book, Stop Being a Broke Loser, on Amazon. I get to shill and shill and shill. What else am I going to do? Okay? So yes, especially after tax season, I got nothing else to do. But here's what will happen. I'll do 3 live streams one day. I'll do 4 live streams back to back for like 20 days in a row. And then I'll do 1 live stream. One day I only have 3 freaking live streams. And then guess what? I'll be like, you only did 3. You said you were going to do 4, but you only did 3. And I'm like, Alan, guess what? Bussy boy. Oh, hold on a minute. Shit. Hold on. He'll be like, oh, you only did 3. And I'm like, yeah, I did 4 every freaking day for the past 20,000 freaking days. He's like, oh, you lied, bro. You're a liar. You're a fraud. Hold on. I'm sorry, clients take priority over me blabbing my mouth. That one. Okay. All right, back to member-only comments. No way he does. Oh, yeah? The highest IQ in the world is making a bold prediction on Bitcoin. Yeah, he's high IQ. You know what he's doing? He's grifting you. He bought it. He knows you're all a bunch of low IQ clowns, and he wants you to buy it from him at inflated prices. So he probably is high IQ. He knows what he's doing. He's grifting. Ladies and gentlemen. Well, if a high IQ man buys a worthless coin and I can't think for myself, then I will buy the worthless coin too. Great minds think alike. Yeah, Gil, I'm sure you're the second highest IQ in the world. Did you have a good time at the cigar bar? Did your channel interview? That's pretty funny. I did. I do the same thing. Okay. I didn't go this week because my buddy's out of town, I believe. I think he is. But usually I go have a cigar and then I walk over to the bar, and it's a pretty nice bar. It's got a ton of different draft beers on tap. They got specials like in Oktoberfest, they have German beer and they give you German beer steins. And it's pretty good. I enjoy myself. Okay. It's a nice, relaxing break. That's what I do. Bitcoin went up 4% in VT. Oh my God. VT's trash. Something went up more. Alan Carlson, thumbnails are not a waste of time. They're the first thing people see. You have to put more effort in your thumbnails if you want. My thumbnails are pretty freaking good. Okay. They're not the best. They're not like professional, high quality thumbnails, but they're funny. Okay. I can make a funny thumbnail. I just don't have time. You got to prioritize your time, like especially during tax season, returns to do. I want to get it done, right? But I'm like, I need to do a live stream real quick. You think I'm going to sit there and make a freaking thumbnail? No, I'll just recycle an old one, okay? I have so many freaking videos. People don't even remember my old thumbnails. And some of the oldest ones are the funniest ones. You realize that's because Bitcoin is massively undervalued. Yeah, it's massively undervalued, bro. Buy the dip. Fake alias, you got a free membership. If you hang out here long enough, you get a free membership. Fake alias gets his comments read already, but now they get extra read. They get double read. Okay. So I see some new people coming in. We have 59 people on YouTube, 41 on X, and 1 on Facebook. That's cute. Okay. If you want me to talk about a specific topic, you either super chat me $10 on YouTube or you Venmo me $9. See the pinned comment on the YouTube video. Otherwise, I'm just going to read member-only comments, and you're going to like it. What do you predict Strongman will do when he quits doing 4 live streams? I don't have anything else to do. What am I going to do? I mean, I guess I could reach out and do like textbook contract. I could find other things to do. And obviously I'm in the Army. So when I go and do my Army training next summer, yeah, I might not be able to do 4 live streams, especially if I'm in a hotel. And I'm sure you'll complain about that too. With my crappy Army internet. Why aren't you doing live streams? I'll hear it there. You get to be you ready to be disappointed? Disappointed about what? I'm awesome. Do you think he will go back to his job? No, I won't go back. I won't go back. I will find, there is no way I'm going back to the workforce. I mean, if I get like desperately low on money, which I don't foresee happening, then I'll do I'll do like Robert Half or something, but I don't think I'm going to get to that level. Help us troll Strongman. Hell yeah, I'm back. Welcome back, good sir. No, I don't think he will go back to his job right away. I think he'll get super lazy though. Alan, think about it. If I'm not generating income, I have to do something. I'll be more nervous not generating income and not doing live streams. I won't be having a paycheck. That's going to give me fire to do more. What are you talking about? I don't have infinite money. Okay, I have a lot of money. I don't have infinite money. I wish I did. Alan, do you agree with my advice for Strongman? Welcome aboard the cult. Yeah, we're the biggest cult in the world. He's marketing the same basic tax service you can get anywhere else. Where can you get it cheaper? Where? Okay, you're gonna go to Intuit. Let some freaking clown they hired 3 weeks ago do your taxes. And Intuit actually charges a lot, man. Was it Intuit? It was somebody. They were charging like $1,200 or $1,300, like minimum, no matter what, for like an S corp or a partnership. I mean, I do charge that sometimes, depending on the complexity. But guess what? If you have a super simple partnership, maybe it'll be $750, maybe it'll be $850. TurboTax or whatever it is, Intuit, they were like straight up $1,200, $1,300 minimum. And me, you can just email me whenever you want to, and I'm pretty responsive. He needs to market speed. I don't think that's a good marketing strategy. I don't think so. Oh, I do use taxes super fast, bro. I mean, and how it works with a lot of CPAs is people will send their tax documents to a CPA, and then they just won't hear from the CPA for like 2 months. They won't. It happens all the time. Whereas, my business is smaller, so I actually can be a lot more responsive. And my business will top out at some point. Like, I'm not I'm never hiring anybody, so I'm just going to take on the capacity that I can take on, and that's it. I'm not going to be like, oh, I got to make millions. If I made 6 figs a year doing tax prep, that's pretty good. And then I use YouTube to supplement it. You know, it keeps me entertained during the year. That'll make me happy. What convenience does strongman offense? Oh, I see. Well, he can lie that he offers connivance. What's the definition of marketing? Major My Game has Gil. You have never shown us the game. We don't believe you. You need to show us. Email me your freaking game. Okay? We don't believe you have a game, dude. My game. I always bought the bottom of there. I always make money in the stock market, bro. I'm a genius, bro. You need to show proof. You know who shows proof? Daddy. This guy right here. Big, hot daddy. I stopped counting after 10 million views. My game was featured on IGN, came out on Japan National. Send it to me, bro. Gil, just email it to me. I won't even pull it up. I won't say your name. I swear on my honor. Email me the game. I want to see it. And then if I see it and it's you, I will tell people that you actually made the game. And I will not dox you. Okay. You should let me do your taxes too, Gil. Strongman, we all remember dial-up. You don't have any fans that are that young. You'd be surprised. I'm the last guy you want to question about marketing, clown. Well, you are good at marketing yourself, but your comments. I asked Rock what to say to you here. It was AI said, Strongman, your portfolio is so boring it files its own taxes asleep, yet it's still out benching every crypto bro who bought a Lambo at 100x leverage. That's not investing. That's straight up bullying. Man, I love crypto bros. They're such losers. And I just know they're going to self-destruct at some point. And when they do, I laugh. I don't feel any sympathy for them. Because when the market's going up, they're so cocky. Oh, I'm so smart. Yeah, look at me. I'm in crypto, bro. I bought poopy fart coin. I'm a genius. And I'm like, you're just a moron. And they have their Lambos. Oh, my Lambo. And their little models that they hire or whatever. Look at my girl, bro. And then the crypto market or the stock market goes down 2% and they get liquidated. And suddenly they're not balling anymore. Then they just go away and they stop talking. So what's the definition of the word? Alan Carlson, if Strongman took our advice, he'd be income maxing his income. I'm trying to listen, guys. You guys should write me a book. You should co-author a book to teach me how to grow my business. Of course he would. No one cares about that. You don't want to market speed on taxes. Trust me. I agree. I'm not doing that. Bro, I can get it done in 5 minutes. That would be crazy. Oh, wait a minute. Bum spanker for $19.99. He's spanking the bum. Oh. Fiserv. Oh, yeah, this is the one that collapsed like 40% of the day. All right, let's go look at Fiserv, and then we'll get back to member comments. Oh, I see what you're doing here, you little grifter. I see what you're doing here. Okay. Man, Daddy's printing tonight. Imagine if I streamed for like 8 hours. Imagine if I had 100,000 subscribers and I just streamed for 8 hours a day. God. I'm like, I guess I'll give up on taxes. I'll be clear value tax, bro. I'll just sell my channel for crypto, bro. Check out Fiserv. We probably need to go to their website because I remember this thing utterly collapsed. Like, this is what happens when you buy individual stocks sometimes. Sometimes your cheeks just get utterly exterminated. That's what terrifies me about individual stocks. All right, so Fiserv, ticker symbol FISV, $66.57. Let's look at the chart. Oh, no. Oh. Look at this. God. Oh, my Lord. Okay. This is the stereotypical turnaround play. Okay. It gets utterly annihilated. It basically is trading below where it's been over the past 5 years. It's been utterly annihilated. Are they going to turn it around? That's the question. Holy crap. Oh, look at that. All right, market cap 35 billion. Ford PE 8. Fiserv provides payments and financial services technology solutions in the U.S., Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. It operates through merchant. Okay, so it's a payment processor. Let's go look at the website. Fiserv. Oh, she's a hottie. I wish I had women like this at my work. Of course I don't. Who we serve. Business and merchants. Billing and payment solutions for large merchants and corporations. Small business all-in-one systems for merchants to accept payments. Okay. Financial institutions, credit unions, fintech, financial and payment solutions and connectivity that enable tech providers, public sector, the government, and software providers. All right, let's go look at the overarching profit and loss and just see if we can kind of figure out why this thing utterly collapsed. Oh, so revenue has grown over time. It was 3.8 billion in 2020, and in the most recent quarter it was 5.2 billion. Now, it looks like they had a massive collapse in year-over-year revenue growth. Look at that. They were growing at 7, 5, 8, 1. Maybe that could have potentially been part of it. Let's see their profits. Anything crazy with their profits? So gross margin, I mean, it's within the normal range in the most recent quarter. Operating margin, I mean, typical. No collapse there. Profit margin, not that bad. Let's see. I don't see any major collapses in profit margin. Let's look at cash flows. Okay, cash flow seems pretty solid, at least historically. Capital expenditures, they've increased them a little bit, but nothing crazy. Any acquisitions? They had one a couple quarters ago for $316 million of cash. Okay. I don't see anything crazy on their investments. Total debt issued. Man, they've been packing on debt. Look at this. But they paid off some of it. Let's look at the net debt. Okay, they borrowed to do that acquisition back in Q1. But, I mean, besides this one debt issuance, it's really not that crazy. They're buying back stock. They've actually accelerated it. They have a dividend. Where's the dividend? No dividend. So on the surface, doesn't seem that bad. It must have been like a guidance thing, okay? Let's see. Current assets, 24 billion. Current liabilities, 22 billion. Let's see. Long-term debt, 27 billion. Oh my Lord. Okay, they have a lot of debt versus tangible assets. So they got 27 billion of debt, and it's been kind of accelerating recently. And most of their long-term assets are goodwill, which is just acquisitions, and intangible assets, trademarks, patents, et cetera, et cetera. And you can see it's going down because they're amortizing it. They're spreading the cost over a certain period of time. So they are pretty debt laden when you compare it to their long-term assets. Let's see how much interest is costing them. All right, so their most recent operating income was 1.3 billion, and they paid 432 million in interest expense. Yeah, their interest is starting to eat up a decent chunk of their profits. They're pretty heavily debt laden. That's pretty shocking. Okay, so the biggest things, looks like they have a lot of debt. A lot of debt relative to long-term assets. Not always a bad thing, but if you take on a bunch of debt and you make a crappy acquisition, that's not good. Their revenue growth is massively decelerated, like just out of nowhere, just bloop, just down. I mean, it's still up year over year, but it's under the rate of inflation. Let's go ask Google AI. Why? Not interested. Why did Fiserv stock drop so much? dropped significantly due to a major guidance cut, revealing poor Q3 results. Yeah, I mean, the revenue growth is pretty bad. Internal operational issues, negative impacts from Argentina's economy, and excessive fees upsetting Clover clients, leading to deep revenue earnings forecast reductions. A leadership shakeup, lawsuits, and a loss of investor confidence. Pfizer halved its revenue growth forecast to 3.5 to 4% and slashed its earnings outlook for 2025, catching investors off guard. Was it really that bad? I mean, the market's telling you like that. That's a crazy cut. Now, could this thing be a turnaround play? Sure. Okay. I mean, I get it. Like it massively collapsed. But maybe it collapsed for a good reason. It's kind of scary. I don't know. Okay. If I was to buy this, this would not be like an all-in kind of thing. Okay. I mean, when it comes to a payment processor, that's not like sufficiently moody. Where I'm like, oh, I'm putting all my portfolio in this, bro. There's no way. A payment processor? I mean, this looks like freaking PayPal's chart, but worse. This kind of scares me for PayPal. PayPal my station. Well, PayPal. Yeah, let's see. This could be Pfizer's chart, dude. These payment processors are having a tough time because there's just a lot of competition. Okay. And PayPal, actually, I like it better. Why? Because it's not massively debt laden. Like that debt's actually kind of concerning. And their balance sheet's kind of ugly. Okay. Especially their long-term debt versus their long-term assets. I don't like their balance sheet. If you start seeing impairments, oh, mommy, annihilation, extermination, death. So I don't like the freaking debt personally. That's it's eating up about 25% of their operating income. And now they're slashing growth forecasts. I mean, it could be a turnaround play, but if I had to pick one, well, I'm not giving financial advice, but there's other ones that are not so massively debt laden that are in the same industry. So that's my thoughts on that one. Okay. All right. Interesting recommendation. But sure, it could be a turnaround play. I mean, you could, I don't know, maybe do okay. Let's see. All right, we're getting back to member-only comments. Did we get any Venmos? Okay. All right. Let's see. God, there's so many comments. I'm trying to start where I left off. Let's see. Okay, I think I caught up. Yeah. I can do your taxes really fast, bro. 5 minutes, bro. I'm here to preach VU instead of VT, your arch. VU is degeneracy of the highest order. VU is in VT. Yeah, did you guys know that? Oh, yeah, go check the chart for VXUS this year, by the way. Pretty good. Pretty good year for international, I will say. They want fast. No, they don't. Strongman needs to market that is. Hey, if that, I would lie about that. Oh yeah, totally, bro. Anyone doing taxes fast will get it wrong. Yeah, I always review them. I'm like, because you don't want to screw it up, right? So I always do tie outs. Like what I do is I'll get everything in there, and then I have an Excel sheet, and I'll copy and paste stuff into an Excel sheet. It adds it up. And then I look at the Excel sheet and I compare it to the tax return. So I'll be like, total ordinary dividends. Does it match the tax return? And it doesn't take that long to do, but it's just like a tie out I do to make sure that I didn't like miss something. And I've caught myself making mistakes before, especially when it comes to like long and short-term capital gains. Somebody that has a lot of brokerage statements, you know, you might accidentally enter short-term instead of long-term. So when I tie it out, I'm like, oh, it doesn't add up. And then I go back, I'm like, oh, I misdid this. So, I mean, anything can be fixed. It's not the end of the world, but you don't want to make mistakes, especially if it's Especially if somebody owes a lot of money. I triple check that one. BLM in. BLM in. That's an interesting ticker. No comment. All right, let's do this, and then we'll get back to member-only comments. BLM in. Bloomin' Brands. Oh, I'm loving it already. I'm loving this already. All right. Bloomin' Brands. $7 stock. Not even $1 billion market cap. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I thought that was million. I thought the revenue was millions for a second. I'm like, what? Okay, so it's got a $500 million market cap and $4 billion of trade. Net income of negative $57 million in the last 12 months. No PE, obviously. Forward PE of 7. Oh, that's pricing in a lot of growth there, bro. All right. And they got a dividend of 10%. Okay, if you're doing this because of the dividend, that doesn't mean anything, okay? When you see a company that's losing money and it's trading at a very low valuation, there's a good chance that dividend is going to go away. And even if they try to sustain the dividend and they have declining fundamentals, they're probably doing something stupid like borrowing money to pay dividends. If your business is in trouble, just slash the dividend, okay? Oh my God, the dividend. Yeah, if it helps your business survive, maybe you should. Okay, it's down 61% in the past 5 years. Woo! They are not. Woo! Okay. I mean, it does have periods of, especially if there's a clown market, it goes crazy. I guess that's a plus. Bloomin' Brands, through its subsidiaries, owns and operates casual, polished casual, and fine dining restaurants in the United States and internationally. It has 4 concepts, including Outback Steakhouse. Really? I didn't know that. Carrabba's Italian Grill. I think I've been there maybe once. I've definitely been to Bonefish Grill. And Fleming's Prime Steakhouse and Wine Bar. I mean, these are pretty big brands. Wow. Hold on a minute. Bloomin' Brands. Oh, I get it. The Bloomin' Onion. I get it. Get out of here. Okay. Outback's, Carrabba's, Bone. I mean, they're all legit restaurants. I'm surprised they're getting their cheeks clapped so much. Inclusion. What's this? Adelante, Belong, Blooming Balance. We got a little diversity dance over here. What is this? Okay. All right, let's look at the financials. I mean, I didn't know that this was Outback stock, bro. All right. All right, revenue's basically been it's been growing under inflation, okay? So your inflation adjusted revenue growth is negative. Flat revenue. Asset write-downs. We've been writing down assets. Why? What's going on here? Huh? That's not good. Pre-tax income. Okay, they've been basically struggling with profitability since late 2023. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look good. I'm shocked that like something like Outback is having these kind of issues. It don't look pretty. I mean, I'm not saying there couldn't be a comeback, but slash the dividend for the love of God. Okay, they slashed it. They slashed it a little bit ago. That's smart. Gross margins. Gross margin is contracting. It's been plummeting pretty significantly. Operating margin contracting. Profit margin contracting. Are they firing the CEO? Do they get a new CEO? Is there a turnaround plan here? All right, let's look at the balance sheet. $351 million of current assets, of which most of it is cash and receivables. Current liabilities, $774 million. Oh, they have unearned revenue. That's cute. Is that freaking gift cards? Okay. So their current debts, when you subtract out unearned revenue, is what, 400 something million. Okay, not the best liquidity. Long-term debt. They got almost $1 billion of long-term debt, and the rest is leases. So they got $1 billion of long-term debt. They got a decent amount of property, plant, and equipment, so not the worst. Not a crazy amount of goodwill. Okay, that's an okay balance sheet. I mean, they're pretty tight on liquidity. I don't know if that's typical of this business. Current ratio. Actually, yeah, that seems pretty typical. So the balance sheet's not worse in the world. I mean, obviously, revenue's declining, especially on an inflation-adjusted basis. Profits are massively contracting. Cash flow from operations contracting. Yep, they're spending more on capital expenditures, at least in the most recent quarter, than they are on operating cash flow. Woo! Why are they buying back stock? Stop paying the dividend. Stop. So they had negative cash, or their cash flow, their free cash flow is negative, and they're still paying this dividend. First of all, they need to cut the dividend. I know, but I'm a genius. Why is this? What's going on with this company? Why is Blooming, not Blooming Onion, Blooming Brands stock? Well, let's see. Is it going out of business? But it's undergoing a major turnaround strategy that includes closing underperforming restaurants and focusing on improving its core brands like Outback. Okay, that sounds smart to me. They've closed 21 restaurants and plan to close 22 more over the next 4 years. The company's investing about $75 million over 3 years into a strategy to improve its business. To fund the turnaround, the company has suspended its shareholder dividend. Have they suspended the dividend? That's smart. Despite the closures and a recent quarterly loss, the company sees positive momentum. Which of the brands is having the biggest issues? Because I like Outback. It's pretty good. Outback is having the biggest issues. Although Bonefish Grill, that's kind of a weird one. I mean, I've been there once or twice, but the largest brand, 55% of revenue. Outback struggles have been a significant impact. Declining same-store sales. How? It's struggle. Okay, Texas Roadhouse and Longhorns clapping their cheeks. All right, 55% of their revenue, and it's declining. Bonefish Grill. This is like the stupidest. Let's see. Carrabba's Italian Grill and Fleming's Prime Steakhouse have generally performed better, often reporting positive comparable. Why is Outback underperforming competitors? I'm actually shocked by this. I thought Outback would be doing pretty good. Perceived value driven by higher prices, inconsistent food quality, and an aging dining experience. Outback is priced higher than its competitor. Okay, I could see that being an issue. Inconsistent food quality. Texas Roadhouse is winning due to its strong value proposition, lively and fun atmosphere, and offering free peanuts and bread rolls. Oh, that's it, guys. The once sprawling menu and complicated limited time offers created operational. Okay. I mean, this could be a turnaround play. You just have to trust the CEO can turn it around. I mean, these are solid brands. These are not clown brands. Okay. But is are they going to turn around? Why do you think they're going to turn around? How are they going to compete with Texas Roadhouse and Longhorn? What's their strategy? Do you believe their strategy is going to work? I mean, I could see it turning around. Anything's possible, but especially with the brands they have, those are good brands, but it ain't looking too pretty. So good luck with that one. All right, hold on. Did they fully suspend their dividend? That would be a smart move. When? Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. That's a positive sign. At least they're not total morons. All right. Interesting one there. I learned something today. I learned about Outback stock, bro. Okay. Bum Spanka for another generous $20. Thank you, good sir. You're such a hero. Okay. You are a great, wherever you live, America, whatever country you're in, you're a great example of that country. What is this? Let's read about some nuts. All right. Nut X. Nut X Health. Let's look at the stump. What the hell is this? Okay. Market cap of 1.25 billion, revenue of just under $1 billion. Positive net income in the past. Forward PE of 10. Trailing PE of 9. Operates as a healthcare services company. It operates in 3 segments: hospital, population health management, and real estate. They develop and operate a network of micro hospitals, specialty hospitals, and hospital outpatient departments that offer healthcare. It provides imaging services. The PHM segment provides management, admin, other support services, and physician groups. And the real estate segment owns and leases land and hospital buildings. Okay. Let's go look at the financials. What the hell? What is this? Whoa, look at that. Holy crap. All right, so revenue's going absolutely ballistic. We'll have to ask Google why. Operating income's going freaking ballistic. Interest expense, it's growing, but it's a very small percentage of operating income. See, back here, they were having some serious debt troubles. And then right around Q4 of 2024, they really turned it around. I don't know why. We'll see. Okay. Wow, that's a big change. Okay, they're giving out shares like freaking mad. Let's go look at their balance sheet. 166 million of cash. The rest is mostly receivables. For total current assets of 492 million. Current liabilities 185, not that bad. Long-term assets, property, plant, and equipment. Not much goodwill. They must have had a huge impairment back here, I imagine. That maybe they had a bad acquisition back in before 2022. Long-term debt. Okay, the balance sheet doesn't seem that bad. I'll be honest there. It doesn't seem that bad. Cash flow. What did they do? Like, what? Why are they? What caused this turnaround? Okay, we're gonna ask. I can't really tell right out on the surface. Like, why is this such a massive freaking turnaround? All right, let's pull up their website real quick, and then we'll go ask Google what's going on here. The future of healthcare is in health management, accounting. Do they have news? Press releases. They extend share repurchase plan. They respond to there's a short seller report. Oh. They reopen a hospital in Texas. Okay. Did they close it before? Why did they close it before? What's the short report? NutX short report. Blue Orca Capital and Capybara Research alleging fraud in NutX Health's billing via third-party Halo MD, claiming inflated revenue through arbitration under the No Surprises Act. I mean, it seems a little crazy. Like, look at this. What is this? Like, oh my God. All right, let's close this. These reports raise concerns about financial misstatements, potential lawsuits, and overstated growth. That's a little scary. Blue Orca Capital. I've never heard of them in my life. I agree to the terms. I'm not giving you my... Get out of here. I'm not giving you my freaking email. Okay. Let's see what they said to the short seller report. Nudex. It's probably Nudex. Nutex is aware of the short seller report issued by Capybara Research. Based on publicly available information, Capybara Research as an entity seems not to exist. In the past, lawsuits filed against Capybara by other victims of its abusive tactics could not be served because the person or persons controlling Capybara have taken actions to conceal their identity. And look, is this a Twitter account? Capybara Research. I guess I'll just have to type it in. Capybara Research. Okay. This is the corniest thing I've ever seen. Okay. Problems at Nudex. I mean, like I can talk. Part 1, booted from over a dozen ERs as founder CEO accused of fraud, embezzlement, and self-dealing. More than a dozen physicians and employees allege that Nudex and its CEO defrauded partners through various schemes. The allegations span years and are corroborated by multiple independent sources. Is this concerning to you? Executive summary. Okay. The allegations center around 3 main themes. Vo, which is the CEO and chairman, used his position to sign unfavorable contracts with companies that he secretly owned and controlled. Sounds like a YouTuber I know. Vu used Nudex to steal millions of dollars from physicians and partner ERs. And Vo used the stolen money to fund his personal investments in other medical facilities. Okay. Someone said, Vo is not an honest guy. There are things about his personality that are kind of psychotic. Nudex faces a negative feedback loop that can lead to a company contracting or even breaking apart. A weak share price makes it harder to expand new ERs. Well, it seems to be rallying because the physician owners exchange ER ownership for Nudex shares. I can see they're giving out lots of shares. Regulatory reputation risks pressure the share price, and physician partners own a large percentage of Nudex's public shares and will likely sell when they break ties with the company. I mean, isn't that standard? I mean, okay. Austin ER kicked out Vo and Nudex after partners discovered Vo was embezzling hundreds of thousands of dollars. I mean, there could be some sketchy stuff going on. Do you think that's concerning? That seems kind of concerning to me. That old Capybara Research. I mean, are they correct? They could be. I mean, I know it's a clownish thing, but maybe they're right. Why did Nutex stock sell off so much in the past few years? Significant volatility, a general sell-off in the past few years due to a combination of accounting issues, the implementation of a No Surprise Act, a critical short seller report, and legal scrutiny. The NSA, effective January 1st, 2022, aimed to protect consumers from unexpected out-of-network medical bills. Wow, that seems like they're making some grift bucks here. This led to a significant decline in the average payments Nudex receives from insurers for out-of-network claims, 26%. So they were making money off of surprise bills, basically indebting people. Accounting irregularities. In mid-2025, the company announced delays in filing its quarterly financial statements, citing non-cash accounting adjustments related to stock-based compensation and the classification of earnout obligations from its merger. Okay, short seller report, we saw that. The stock also faced selling pressure due to the expiration of a lockout period for insiders. Furthermore, a decline in patient visits. Okay, I want to ask, why is the revenue in the last few quarters reaccelerating so much. Highly successful outcomes from its independent dispute resolution arbitration process under the No Surprise Act, strategic hospital expansion, and increased patient volume and service acuity. The single largest factor in the company's aggressive and successful unification of the federal IDR process. The company has reported winning over 85% of its cases and collecting approximately 80% of the awarded amounts. Okay. Expanding the network into secondary and tertiary markets. I mean, they seem to be having a strong comeback, but I would be the CEO sounds very sketchy. Very sketchy. Okay. I'd be very cautious with this one. This is a small speculative allocation play, in my humble opinion. But I mean, if you can trust the financials, they are coming back pretty freaking strong. I'll give them that. But if there's a lot of sketchiness going on, sometimes you have to wonder, are the numbers even accurate? I don't know. Who's auditing them? Who audits them? Who audits Nutex? Grant. Okay, that's a pretty big firm. Okay, that's a little bit more reassuring. CBiz CPAs. What is that? Okay, this is a little bit more reputable auditor right here, Grant Thornton. Okay, I mean, they're turning around. I'll give them that, but do you trust the CEO? That's a big question. All right. Oh, we got another one from Muhammad. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Uber. Now, I will say, I am extremely mad that I never bought Uber. See, and if I would have, it would have been $500. But anyway, Uber. This business is extremely modi. Extremely modi. There's basically two businesses that operate in this field, to my understanding. And I don't want to hear about Tesla. I don't want to hear about La Tesla Futura de la Cybertaxio. It's Uber and it's Lyft. Okay? That's it. And Uber basically has all the freaking market share. And they're in Uber Eats. And the platform is phenomenal. I was going to the airport and they literally had this integration where you could enter your flight and it knew when the flight was supposed to board and it would backdate the Uber to pick you up. It would schedule a time for the Uber to pick you up so that you would get to the airport 2 hours before boarding, which was I was like, wow, that's pretty freaking cool. Okay. Who competes with Uber besides Lyft? And I'm pretty sure Uber has 80, 90% of the market. They were unprofitable for a long time. But if you had thought about it, if I had thought about it more, it would have been okay, well, they're basically a monopoly. Basically. I mean, obviously they compete with cabs or whatever, but I mean, come on. They're absolutely they got the market on freaking lockdown. And I don't think Tesla is going to disrupt them. Get out of here. No. Okay. I guess that could be a threat. I'll believe it when I freaking see it. But they got a freaking monopoly. Okay. They got it on lockdown. Their revenue growth is incredible. Look at this. 20% year over year. Whew. Let's look at their profits. All right. Okay, very, very solid gross margin, 34%. Operating, yeah, see, back here, I was looking at it, I'm like, they're not making money. I mean, are they ever going to be profitable? They're just losing money. This was back then, and they turned it around, and they got pretty solid operating margins. Okay, they got these crazy profit margins here. I'm not sure what these are from. Some kind of accounting adjustment. And they have very nice free cash flow. Okay. Very nice free cash flow. Free cash flow per share is going absolutely freaking ballistic. EPS growth, absolutely ballistic. Do we even need to check their balance sheet? I think they're fine. I trust them, bro. Operating cash flow going freaking bananas. Capital expenditures, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, let's see. Net income. So their most recent quarter, they had $6.6 billion of net income. They added back a very small amount of depreciation. Gain from sale of investments. Okay, so that's why they had such a big profit margin versus their operating margin. Okay, they have stock-based compensation, but it's kind of like leveled out. Other operating activities could be changes in balance sheet items. I'm not sure what that is. They're buying back stock like freaking mad. All right, they're paying off debt. Well, net debt issue. Okay, so they're packing on some debt, but I don't think that's going to be a big issue. I guess we could look at their balance sheet. $9 billion in cash, $15 billion in current assets, $13 billion in current liabilities. They got some debt coming due, but they can always refinance it. I think Uber's doing fine. Okay, so liquidity's fine. Let's look at long-term assets. They got about $3 billion of property, plant, and equipment, $10 billion of long-term investments, a decent amount of goodwill. Let's look at their debt. So they got about $10 billion of long-term debt, but they got pretty solid cash flow. How much is their debt eating into their profits? All right, so debt is consuming between 5 to 10% of their operating income, so that's not crazy. And then if you look at their investment income, it cancels out their debt. So I don't think the debt's a big issue. Doesn't need to be rapidly paid off. I mean, this thing's honestly, I think this could have been a good buy back here. Now, I mean, it doesn't seem too crazily priced. Forward PE of 24. It doesn't seem that bad. Hold on a minute. This is something I would dollar cost average into, personally. What am I doing here? What percentage of the market does Uber have versus competitors? I'm pretty sure they have it on lockdown. They dominate the ride-sharing market, 74 to 76%, with Lyft holding 24%. Uber has maintained or increased its lead over Lyft. That doesn't surprise me. They have a strong presence in food delivery, with Uber Eats holding a significant portion. While U.S. dominance is clear, global data shows a more diverse picture. Yeah, I mean, they're going to have more competition, especially in China. Yeah, I'm not opposed to Uber. They really did turn it around. I mean, they were losing money for a long time, but you know, if you buy it in the short term, could it go down? Yes. I think this is not a horrible business to own for the long run. Personally, that's my personal opinion. But don't get mad at me if you buy it and then it drops 20%. But I could dollar cost average into this. I could definitely do that. I could see this keep going up. And I mean, think about, will this business be around in 10 years? I think it will be. Who's seriously getting into this? I don't know. Tesla? No. Tesla, bro. Now, if the Cybercab actually does come out, okay, and they really start growing, then I'd probably get concerned, okay? But it's Elon Musk. Do we really believe him? Freaking clown grifter. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. All right, any Venmos? Nope. All right, let's get back to member-only comments. Yes, Uber is one of my regrets. Let's see. Gil is clearly a rookie who drops fake Oprah compensating brags to impress the internet, but we know what's up. Bird Game 3. It's a viral meme from generated AI videos. I'm making a game. I thought you were doing like 1,000 men versus, or no, 100 men versus a gorilla or something like that. Gil, you promised me a trailer for your game about a year and a half. Yeah, where's the trailer, bro? Imagine Ace Fighters, but you play as birds. Gil, give us the game's name. It's not. Gil, I'm checking my email right now. You better have sent me an email. Let's see. I'm refreshing it. No email from Gil. What? Gil. I got an email from Reddit and Netflix, but I didn't get anything from Gil. I'm very upset, Gil. You've disappointed me tonight. I'll show you the new one. I promise, bro. Once I get the trailer done, this game will be bigger than my last game. I heard about Hans, good benefits. So Andrew Paulo, former member who betrayed me, said MailChimp to automatically email those people every few weeks during tax season. Well, I have. Here's what I did. I put them all in Microsoft Excel. So I have their name and their email. And I can I have notes of who's reached back to me. So I'll filter those out, and then I'll just copy and paste all the emails, drop them in, and send another email. I'm very, I try to maintain profitability in this business. I mean, it's not a bad suggestion, but I have my own little tracker. I use Microsoft Excel. I literally just went through all my emails, got everybody's name, everybody's email address, put it in all the column, put it in one column, copied and pasted, put it in, sent it out. Sounds like you have a good brand then. Are you talking about me? Gil, I never even got to see the first. Then I want an apology, Dan. Apologize, Dan. When do I get to see the first game? I want to see the game you bragged about, 10 million views. By the way, what's your studio publisher's name? It got more than 10 million views. I stopped counting after 10 million. Strongman, you're still out there working in society, clearly not setting a good example. I know. I need to grift harder. I mean, imagine, even if I got 50,000 subscribers. Oh, my God. Daddy would be printing tendies. You have to wait for my next game, bro. Any day now, bro. Why is a game being counted as a view for my next game? Vu is going to outperform VT by 69. Oh, yeah, any day now. Any day now, bro. What's the reason for not letting us know about the first game? Can you review my stock, strong man? I'm a brokey. James, didn't you get a free membership? You are not a brokey, okay? You are a very well-off man. I believe in you. $9 Venmo? Really? $9? Is this a charity? This is pay for play, bucko. You better enjoy this free membership while it lasts. The next game is bigger than anything I've worked on. What is your Twitter? I don't know. Are you talking to me? It's like, just type in Strongman Personal Finance if you're asking me. It's my funniest game, but my best game yet. I've read the white paper many times. Oh, we talking about Bitcoin? God. It went up, bro. Buy it. Trump likes it, bro. You fight birds. Stream Skyrim. I would. I've been playing Fallout recently, too. It's my nighttime decompression game. I turn on a video game, Fallout 4, and I watch Vikings. I've been watching Vikings recently. That's been my nighttime decompression routine. And something else, too. Capitalism has been antiquated and solved. Number go up. Capitalism, bro. It's the future, bro. Can you teach me how to use TurboTax? No. You're going to hire me to do your taxes. Book a free 30-minute consultation. See the pinned comment below. Gil deserves a fine for every BS take. Yeah, Gil. Give me some money, Gil. I'll support Alan Carlson's game when it launches. Pretty hard to make that stuff. I mean, I would check out your guys' games. I mean, I'm pretty picky with games. I usually play older games, to be perfectly honest. But if you're on my channel and you're a subscriber, I'll check it out at least. Jeremy is buying the Ferrari to impress the boys at the truck stop. It's so stupid. Cars are the biggest waste of money. I could buy a Ferrari if I wanted to. I'm not. That's stupid. Hans, Gil show proof of gamer ban. I literally made videos about games. Gil show me the game. Defamation lawsuit. Gil only a views could dollars. First member chat. Yes, welcome. I don't know if you signed up or got a free membership, but yes. You get your chat, bro. Welcome. You're now cursed. Yes, you're cursed to massively underperform everything because that's what VT does. He buys high, bro. Dan Weston, obviously, he's a marketing genius. I know I am. $20. Nice try, Grifter. Moonshot, bro. $signs. Fiserv puts. Fiserv, it's pretty heavily indebted. That was surprising to me. Fiserv is a clear buy. That would be a very small. If I were to have like this stock portfolio, that'd be like a speculative play. Like, oh, I'll put in 0.5% in that one. Fiserv is a basic falling knife. I don't think it can grow its revenue and market. Right. I mean, honestly, if you're going to buy a payment processor, if I had to choose between the massively indebted one and PayPal, I'd probably go with PayPal. Not financial advice. Buy 3-year options. I hate options. I hate options so much. Always buy falling knives. Fiserv is going to be a crypto treasury company. If that happens, sell. You know a business is a horrible business when they become a crypto treasury company. That's when you know they're hot freaking trash. Which strike are you buying? I'm an idiot with options. Just ignore me. I stay away from options. Yeah, I just don't. Options are gambling. I'd rather just buy something and hold it. I'm not a fan of time horizons. Oh, my option expires in a year. I mean, I have no idea if this company is a buy. Very well could be. Doesn't have much room to innovate or grow. That's cool, bro. I literally just buy and hold a couple index. There you go. That's smart. That's the best strategy. Just keep doing that. Oh, how about VT? Huh? Yeah. I like Dogecoin, though. Don't tell Strong, man. Hey, if it's 5% or less, I guess it's fine. Fabio called the CEO an effing regard. That's why it dropped. Well, something good obviously is not happening if it fell 40% in a day. That's very poor manners. Yeah, that wasn't nice, Fabio. Why would you say that? The CEO of my last job was also a regard. I'm completely honest. I've never met a CEO who wasn't a regard. I don't really talk to my CEO. I mean, I work at it's a decent sized company, but I've talked to him maybe twice. I'm working for a few good CEOs. They exist. Yeah, I basically interact with the controller. That's my boss. That includes myself. I'm a CEO. I'm a CEO of Strongman Personal Finance, bro. I'm a CEO. I'm the same as Tim Cook, bro. I'm sure they exist, but eventually the world breaks them, and then its number go up, brah. Elon Mars. Any day now. 10% dividend. People do like that. Well, it's funny because it says 10%, but they actually cut the dividend. Because the dividend yield's a trailing metric. When you see a high dividend yield, that should set off alarms. Just trust me. If you see a very high dividend yield, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10%, you should be like, wow, that's high. Doesn't mean it's always bad, but probably 8 times out of 10, it's usually bad. You got to go lower the div when necessary. They don't like to. I know, but it's a good thing. If you want your company to survive, you can't be spitting out all that cash. Valuation matters. If you overpay, you will lose money. That's true. It's all fine and dandy when it goes up, but when it's down 50%, everyone panics. We might be overpaying for everything. Yep. That's why you DCA. The U.S. stock market is currently at nosebleed valuation. So, yeah, if you're buying an index, which are heavily weighted U.S. stocks, you are overpaying. It depends. I mean, if AI actually does massively boost corporate profits, it could pay off. We could. How this is going to work is probably how the dot-com bubble went down, but not as bad. There's going to be a point where everybody freaks out. NVIDIA's revenue slows. Companies maybe pull back just a little bit. Everybody's going to freak out. The market will drop 20 or 30%. And then eventually AI will start printing profits and the market will rally and go up a lot. That's my high IQ prediction of what's going to happen. An initial pullback, but long-term success. It's time to buy if you know what's up. I just don't know much about single stocks. I don't expect much from U.S. stocks over the next 10 years. Well, that's why I'm globally diversified. You know what I'm saying? You get it, bro. Simple math. It's not an opinion. Peace, bro. That's one of the main reasons I think VT is probably a good buy relative to US. So I love VT. I got zero fear. I have zero fear. Problem with VT is that 79% of its total returns come from U.S. stocks, and it's top weighted with U.S. large. Yes, it's globally market cap weighted. That's how it works. If the U.S. market is huge, it's going to be huge. But you got to ask yourself, why is it so highly valued? People think it's going to produce a lot of profits in the future. That's why. No, Vu and everything U.S. is always superior, bro. Vertical line. No, make it a 55-degree angle. 45 is so early 2000s. I wouldn't buy any index that tracks the S&P. Why not? If they keep growing profits, yeah, you could still do well. What are you buying then? You're aware of the risk. I get behind that. I'm an index beta grifter, no single stocks. Bum Spanka is loaded. He's probably a billionaire, bro. Did he say in the comments? Right now, I got some value stocks, but 80% of my money is 80%. 80% is in T-bills and bonds. That seems a little extreme, dude. Unless you're like 95. Like, that's a high allocation to T-bills and bonds. That's pretty good, as well as a bit too. I think that's a little too conservative. That he's basically timing the market. That's what he's doing. Yeah, exactly. However, that could change depending on what happens in the next 5 to 10 years. But if you think you have an edge in the market, you're probably looking at non-U.S. indices. I look at them all. I collect rent from 2 of my properties and chill in bills and bonds collecting. It's all good for me until the market goes down. And okay, so when are you buying in? When do you buy in? What if you buy in and then it drops more? Are you going to panic sell again? No need to rush. I mean, 80% T-bills and bonds. That's crazy, dude. Why don't you double down on rentals then if you believe the market is a bit overvalued? And yeah, if you have passive income from rentals, like, why not be more equities? If you don't need it for if you don't need the money for a long time, why sell it? Like, if I was making enough income, like, passively to sustain my lifestyle, I would just be 100% equities. I would just dollar cost average because I wouldn't have to worry about it. If I had a long-term goal, I would just leave it in equities and stocks. You only need cash when you need money in the short term. Exactly. One of my property was financed, so it's basically free money. Well, give me some of that money, bro. You got your streams of income under control. That's what a lot of people fail to do. It leads them to gambling. I can see where. Yeah, a lot of people gambling on Robinhood are just brokies that are desperate to make money. Get rich quick, bro. Fabio disagrees with what you're saying. Pays for all my expenses since 2020. Then why are you in 80% bonds, dude? Your expenses are covered. You're acting like you need all this money. Like, what do you need it for? My girlfriend has some rentals, but I'm a broke window cleaner. Oh, your girlfriend's got rentals, man. Woo! Good for you. Exactly. Capital Mindset and Strongman Discord would disagree with you. I think he's in the Discord. They already did. Some have even blocked me. Oh, what, a Kid Freshie block you? Kudos to you. It's pretty good position to be in. My goal is to be dude, if I had all of my income covered, the only reason I'm even putting money in treasuries is because I have a suspicion that I may need to dip into it. If I was making like 80 grand, 100 grand a year from tax prep, I'd be 100% stock. 100%. Do you think they're overly confident in the bull market? They dissed Warren Buffett. Fabio's calling CEOs bad words. That's very rude. What has he become? Well, Fabio's a CEO now. He's got his little fund going on. He's a hedge fund manager, bro. Real estate is useless and a scam. Real estate's a scam. My house this house I'm in is a scam. I'm living in a scam right now. Gil. All right, we're going to close this off pretty shortly. Rather own bonds than real estate. I mean, you could buy real estate through real estate investment trusts. Yes, bro. Depending on when you buy, where, who rents from you, and how good you are. Construction, rentals can be completely great. I'm not a fan of like rentals in my private life. If I was to invest in real estate, it'd be through real estate investment trusts. Personal opinion. Not worth finding out if you're a bad or good situation. Much better investment and guaranteed, like bonds. I think real estate can be awesome. Like if you own it free and clear. I mean, long run, it could pay off. If you have a bunch of paid off rental properties, 30 years down the line, you own 10 rentals and they're all rented out. Yeah, you're making pretty good freaking money. But it takes a long time. Real estate has intrinsic. Yeah, you can actually live in a house. It's very nice. Maybe so. I feel people disregard risks. I'd rather invest during times of fear. Made a killing buying some equities back then. Or you could just buy and hold. Just dollar cost average and hold. So even if the market goes down massively and you're just buying every 2 weeks or every month, you're getting a bunch of cheap shares. You don't have to sell to try to time it perfectly. You can just keep dollar cost averaging. Sometimes the market will be high. Sometimes it'll be low. You're buying the whole time. It averages itself out. I don't own real estate, but I've worked on hundreds of properties. My girlfriend owns several free and clear. She does. Man, look good for her. I get it, bro. I know. You need Bitcoin to go up. Oh, we got another gifted membership. Another. Who is the new member? Can I refresh this? P. Morton. Welcome, P. Morton. The bubbles and the clown codes. I agree with that. It's definitely true. Troll strongman, bruh. TSM giving VT that premium. Yeah, it's like in the top 10 or 15 holdings. But it's international, bro. It's bad. It's international. Why'd I go in to prove myself? All right, guys. I think that's about it. Chad. Yeah, Chad. What was that? Chad really hurt me. So Chad referred me a client, and she like instantly responded to my email. She's like, I actually just wanted to work with you, Chad. I declined this referral. And I had a little bit of a tear run down my cheek when I saw that email. No, it's okay. If you knew the amount of abuse I received on this channel, you would know that it takes a lot to really piss me off. I'm used to people being clowns on this channel. It was pretty funny. I laughed. All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in. We had a pretty lucrative day. Buddy boy signed up again. He gets a membership. I scammed another person. Gil left a very wonderful comment for me. $2 super chat. No, I'm serious. Email me if you want a free sponsor video. I'll hook you up. Fiserv, a lot of debt. BLMN, very strong brands, but shockingly, massively underperforming. Nudex, terrifying because of fraud suspicions. Uber, fantastic company. I think they'll be around in 10 years, and I think they'll be doing great. And another gifted membership. All right, like, subscribe, consider joining as a member. Also consider booking a free, and I mean free, 30-minute tax consultation. I am a certified public accountant and would gladly do your business and or personal taxes any state in the United States. You can talk to me for free. I give you upfront fixed quotes for tax preparation, and I'll do your taxes like a boss. The free consultation link is in the pinned comment at the conclusion of this video. In addition to that, if you refer somebody to me and they sign their engagement letter and they pay me, I will send you $50. So if you refer 10 people to me, they all sign their engagement letters, and they all pay me my upfront retainer, you get $500 from me. So send your friends and family to daddy. I'm the coolest CPA you know, besides Chad, of course. Have a wonderful, delicious evening.